Gotta have it unmuted over here, but it does make noise.
Gotta have it unmuted.
Gotta have YouTube actually unmuted, but it will make noise if you have YouTube unmuted, turns out.
Turns out.
All right, let's just jump right in, shall we?
Yeah.
307, dude, okay, now all of a sudden, great. The last few episodes that were coming down for reactions, and all of a sudden, I figure out how to snap, so that's, I guess,
that's the thing.
Not up to par for our channel. I'm Matt, that's Chris, 307 Reacts here. You guys are the best audience in the world. We appreciate the hell out of you being here. We've got some changes coming up in the studio. Let the people know where they can figure all that out and how they can figure it out.
If you want to watch like last week's videos, there's a pretty long, lengthy explanation in some of those as to what we're doing. But the channel is making a huge shift, and we would enjoy if you would still be here for that.
Yes.
We're not going to be doing reactions as much anymore. We're going to be doing hopefully more of a podcast style towards the end of people recording their projects with us. So yeah, that's the short of it. We will have a more in-depth video coming out in a couple weeks talking about the nitty-gritty of where we're at and what we got going on.
We are going to be very active on Patreon. If you have not subscribed to our Patreon yet, now is the time. The link is in the description. Yeah. Literally starting this weekend, we've got some big projects coming up, and I'm sort of starting on one in particular. Cameras will be rolling. Going to get a bunch of footage this weekend, so we'll have another episode out probably in the next week over on Patreon, and then they're just going to continue from there basically all summer based on ventures that we're doing in here, plus what we have going on outside of here. So if you're not subscribed, now's the time. It's $5 a month, and you get access to all that stuff over there, and that's kind of going to be a big focus for us this summer. So that's what's going on the screen in front of us. It is Nomi. The song is called Saviour. Am I right?
I believe so.
Okay, great. That's what's going on.
This is sent to us by Pappy D Reacts.
I was going to say, what's going on? This is, okay, a Pappy D thing?
Yeah,
all right.
I have no idea what we're getting into.
Fantastic. Okay, great. So here you go, Pappy. This is for you. If you don't know who Pappy D Reactions is, type that into YouTube. I believe he's doing reactions consistently again.
He's back
so, yes, he took a long break there, and so right now, since he's getting back into it, he could use your help. So make sure you type that in, go over, check out some of his reactions as well. We also stream on Twitch most Saturdays. We were pretty consistent about it. We try to.
Been pretty crazy lately.
And who knows? We try and do it on Saturdays. If not, I stream on Twitch sometimes by myself with my other crew. He will stream on Twitch with our other crew. So keep an eye.
If you saw our stream, like my stream a couple weeks ago, wow, that was something.
We are so yeah. All that information in our description. Thank you guys for being here. Please hit that subscribe button. Let's see what we're getting into here.
Let's get it.
Let's go. Really glad that worked.
Right.
I just stopped the video. Well, hang on 1 second, really quick. Yeah. Yeah, there you go, Chris. Oh, that's my edit. Actually, this will be my edit.
So this will be your edit.
I finally get one of the edits where it's like
suck shit,
great.
Sir.
Here we go. All right, mics were working, so now they are. Audio just changed for you guys. We just turned the mics on. We stopped doing OBS because I literally can't figure it out. I don't understand it. It's beyond me. I guess
it works sometimes. It works sometimes it don't.
If you were using one microphone, it works awesome. I use it for live streaming all the time. It works great. 2 microphones on a stereo input on an audio interface. I
OBS just can't.
I don't get it. I don't get it. So anyways, we're back to using Cubase. We have a new version of it, blah, blah, blah. It doesn't matter. Mics probably sound a lot better now. Audio switched over. Let's just start over. I'll just go back to the beginning. Good Lord. This thing's fine. This is fine.
It's fine. Everything's fine.
I thought I was a dreamer. I thought I'd never stop.
Looks like a solo artist, like he's doing all by himself.
I think so.
Instead of giving up.
Do you know Nomi? Have you heard of this?
I thought I was your savior.
Okay, all right.
I save you when you fall.
That's a good voice, dude.
Perfect entertainer. Your solution when you
Those are big vocals, dude.
Yeah.
Dude, that's That's some high quality recording there, sir.
That's some Five Finger Death Punch vocals is what it reminds me of.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah. Have you heard of Nomi before? Do you know
No.
anything? That you know nothing?
Absolutely nothing. Like, look into these eyes. Not a fucking thought behind them, okay?
Yeah, really good. I didn't expect the higher voice out of that. We've talked in several videos in the past about doing one location shooting.
Yeah.
Which we if you haven't seen it, we just recently released a music video of Tom McDonald's "Man in the Sky." We did a cover, did it right in that room back there. It was one location with multiple angles. And as far as I'm concerned, I mean, I'm biased a little bit, but I think it turned out pretty damn good.
Came out fucking great.
I think it turned out pretty damn good.
I watched it again the other day.
Every time it pops up in any feed, I'm always just like, yeah, click and watch through that really quick. So yeah, and he's doing the same exact thing right now. Really high quality footage, mostly just like shoulder shots and above. And he's just got different angles, and he's kind of working some effects in there every now and then, but keeping it really simple and easy, and just it's working. Works out great.
Yeah.
If the song is good enough and the music is attractive enough, you don't need a crazy elaborate video to make it work. Like if the song works,
I feel like a lot of these mainstream artists, the reason they need all the lights and the effects and it's because the song is mediocre.
Oh, dude, look at any big what do you want to call
like
it?
Pop artist
like
right
triple
now.
A headliner act, and look at their actual show versus the theatrics that happen behind them, next to them during the thing.
Yeah,
they've got just crowds of dancers and backups and musicians and orchestras and big horn sections. They've got all sorts of shit, dude.
Remind me at the end of this episode, and maybe we'll include this in the shot, okay? I was studying some stage stuff, okay?
Okay.
And one of the things I came across, because I was originally studying Rascal Flatts.
Sure. Okay.
How was their performance back in the 90s, 2000s? Like, how did it progress throughout as they got bigger and bigger, and now they're like kind of one of those legendary bands.
Sure, yeah,
that's like
very much
everybody
so
knows
made
them,
a name
right?
for themselves. Absolutely, yes.
So, like, how did their stage presence change? And what I've noticed is with Rascal Flatts, they've always just they're more of storytellers. They don't need the huge fancy laser show and the fog machine and the the backup dancers and all this shit. They just get on stage with their shit. They sing the song, and Gary LaVox, okay, I always thought it was Gary Laveau, but he said his name was LaVox.
So there you go.
My bad.
There you go. Confirmed.
I've been saying it wrong for fucking 20 years. Like, what the fuck do I know? I'm just some bitch. But so Gary LaVox just goes up and he sings the song, and sure, he's like moving around and stuff, but he's telling the story. Like, he's telling you something.
Yeah.
I watched him perform live with Taylor Swift. It was the cringiest thing I'd ever seen.
Oh no!
I will show it to you at the end of this.
I bet it was bad. It's like it's like videos I've seen of like I think is it the Avett brothers or the Avett brothers or whatever.
Oh, the Avett brothers.
Avett brothers, yeah. whatever the name is. Seeing their performances like at Red Rocks and stuff, they come out and there's no crazy lights. It's just kind of just like mood lighting.
Like they have stage lights and
like
stuff.
Like this, but like the warmer version. It's like warm lights.
Yeah,
They have a couple overheads and maybe a couple different colors here and there, but nothing goes crazy.
Yeah.
They have a big area rug, like family area rug in the middle where the drum's set up and the bass player sets up next to him, and then like a mandolin or violin player. Piano off to the side, guitar players are up front. Everyone's just kind of like, no one's got a spotlight.
Yeah.
They just kind of come out and tell stories.
Yeah.
And do a really good job of it with their music. And they're well practiced. And before you know it, the lights don't matter at all. Yeah. Because it's just, they're doing such a good job performing.
That's what was great about Chris Cagle.
Yeah. Oh,
Same
dude,
thing.
Yeah. No lights.
Fantastic.
Very few. It wasn't, they had no choreographed or programmed things. It was just like, they have a guy that knows how to run the lights for their set, and he just was back there pushing knobs and doing the thing. Yeah. And it was very minimalistic. And great job.
So it goes to show, if you have great music,
minimalistic,
you can do stuff like this, and it fucking grabs you.
That's what I'm getting at. Is like, he's only got a few camera angles, but the song is good, and it doesn't need a whole lot. Like, he's just trying to capture the essence of the vocals and stuff, and it's working. Yeah. So if it works, do it.
Hell yeah. That was cool.
This guy's got some range, man.
Yeah.
He's got some real range.
I'm just waiting for the ending. Will we ever
Oh my god. 5-finger death punch through that whole I can just
I don't
that
listen.
Ivan Moody.
I don't
dude.
listen to him enough to know the references between them, but it does sound like from what I've heard of 5-Finger Death Punch.
We're gonna take a detour here real quick. Okay?
Cut.
Yeah. Fucking sick.
All right.
Cut back. Now that we can be monetized again.
Yeah, I had to listen to 5-Finger Death Punch, and naturally, if we did that, we might not even exist on here anymore. So
Yeah.
they're very protected.
Yeah.
Anyways, yeah, it is very reminiscent.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, there's some influence.
Definitely
there for
some
sure.
influence. All right, let's keep going.
The ending, will we ever be the same? And if you are a failure, a failure like I am, what definition of a dreamer?
It's a good drum sound.
Someone
It is.
no one else can stand. I thought I was your savior. I've been waiting all alone in the car and by the phone, in the cold night on the run, just to save you. I've been waiting all alone in the car and by the phone, in the cold night on the run, just to save you. I thought I was your savior. I'll save you when you fall. I'm perfect entertainer. Every time that you would fall.
Hell yeah. Okay.
Oh, key change. Just okay. Just gonna throw that in. No big deal. It's fine. Just gonna roll in a key change.
Hell yeah.
Sounds like some Chester Bennington.
Yeah. Some asking Alexandria there.
I mean, I heard Chester again at the end, but that. Wow.
Damn.
Wow. How do you? Anybody even noticed towards the end there? I was just kind of sitting here like confused. How do you get How do you get that sound?
That vocal sound, I have no idea.
The guitars, the drum. How do you make everything sound so
the
industrial?
drums definitely sound sampled for sure.
I'm sure
100%. Like I would say, not even a live drum set, like keyboard or beat pad
I'm sure
type
it's a
thing.
sampled kit. Yeah, I'm sure. I just don't know what version of samples. And then like guitar wise, like what tones are you using to where it just sounds like this? Or maybe it's a specific type of tuning. Maybe you're like in some 7-string
Here's
territory.
the thing. I would dare say, okay.
No idea, dude.
Normally, if you have guitar players like to be in the spotlight, okay? They're going to be in the video somewhere, okay? The drummers, they can just sit in the back. Like,
Guitar
that's all they
players
do
are
is
going to
sit,
be in the video somewhere.
Yeah. So
Somewhere. Maybe the
spitting
worst spot,
sunflower seeds.
but they will be in the video.
God damn it.
Guaranteed.
So like I think the guitar sound to me, I didn't hear any like crazy chugging that you couldn't achieve by playing them on a keyboard.
And that's what makes me wonder if it's like if we're in like 7-string territory, because if you're playing them on a keyboard, if you're doing the strings on a keyboard, hey, for
This
viewers
is all
out there,
speculation.
yeah, for viewers out there who are fans of these guys and you guys know how it's done, great. Tell us how. We're literally just speculating, like Chris said. That's all we're doing.
Yeah.
And
Like how would I achieve that noise by myself?
I understand he's probably recorded this on an actual instrument and not done everything on a keyboard. However, the capability to be able to do that, 1,000% exists these days. So it's not out of the question to say
it existed back in the 80s.
that maybe he could be doing guitar riffs on a keyboard. It's totally possible. Happens, and now it's more fluent than ever. It's like sampled drums. They sound better than ever. That would make sense, because the only thing I can think is like 7-string industrial territory where you're like way drop down and the whole guitar is in like a different tuning set where everything is super low. and you have these dong, 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 and you're just kind of recording all mid-range wall, basically.
Yeah.
Like it's just a full wall
Yeah.
of mid-range stuff.
Yeah, I was listening, particularly more towards the beginning. I heard the drums, I was like, that doesn't sound like somebody with sticks even hitting an electronic kit. Like, it sounded more like a...
Like the snare's just
Like-
kind of coming out of the mix.
Like, it sounded like a beat pad was set there to make the initial duh,
I didn't...
and then he kind of placed them in wherever, but...
I didn't...
Because I know that's how the dude does it, and it sounds great.
I've been so accustomed to just hearing sampled drums now that I don't really even give it any. I don't pay any attention to whether or not they're. I just assume most of what I'm hearing is probably sampled drums.
Yeah.
Like even as a structure fails, they samples. They said recently that they're using a new sample pack for their drummer stuff, and they're loving it. And so it's like, yeah, they're clearly using samples. Who doesn't? That's hello, welcome to recording in 2025. We're using samples out here. I just would be really interested to know how you create that. Only thing I can think of is like drop, I don't know, B or A tuning or whatever.
Asking Alexander, the lowest I've ever played was drop E, and it was a cover of Asking Alexander's song. So, and it sounds.
It's fucking weird sounding like that.
Oh my god, dude! It sounds like Satan's coming up to tickle your butthole. Like, you're kind of excited about it, but you're really not at the same time. You're like, ugh.
Anybody that knows more about that,
yeah.
The part
Don't hit me up.
The part before Satan, the part where we talked about tuning in B and A, not in the B or A, but tuning to those notes.
No, I bought a 7-string guitar just for that song.
I've really thought about it, yeah.
Like, but that's the thing. Like, if you're playing drop B, drop A, that's the reason to have it.
That's why you have it.
Anything lower, anything B or below, just get a 7-string.
Okay.
Anything above that, like, you can get away with.
You get away.
Yeah.
Thick strings on a 6-string, you can drop down pretty low. I mean, I'm drop C standard on everything, and it plays like a normal guitar to me. It just plays like a regular guitar. So thick strings is the key. Not thinner, thicker. If you're going lower, thicker strings is where it's at. Don't let propaganda fool you. You need thick strings. That's it. That's all I have. That was 5 out of 5 material all day, man.
That was great.
Very, very good.
Yeah. I'll be adding him to my list.
I don't know where this guy came from. Pappy, you got to help us out here, dude. I have no idea what just happened on the screen.
Where the fuck did this guy come from?
And now all of a sudden we got this guy, or somebody that knows. You guys that have been watching, what's up? Hit us up. Let's have a conversation in the comments. Appreciate you being here. Hit that subscribe button. Let's get out of here.
You guys enjoyed today's episode as much as we did. Be sure to leave a thumbs up, smash that subscribe button, click the bell, become part of the notification gang. We'll yell at y'all later. Bow.
Just randomly start yelling at the guy. There's an episode of Always Sunny where they're trying to get Dee's attention. She's like behind a rope talking to some agent. And they come over and Dennis is like, D, da, and just making noise at her, dude. And eventually she's like, what do you want? Like.